they're looking towards. It's more N2O. That's their highest rated player over those last 6 months, and since they've been a team pretty much, at least this iteration of it, I would say. So yeah, I mean, Obi and Laxi, essentially the Mongolians are the ones who are usually fragging out. So to see Zai contributing in that way was great, but they need everyone else to kind of pop off as well. And usually that's the case on Mirage here.
Trade secrets. Here. You saw nothing. Trade secrets. Wipe the last 5 seconds. Get the thing from Men in Black. We're wiping your the last 5 seconds from your memory. You didn't see anything. Just a reminder, since you didn't see our faces, I'm Darth Mike. This is JRT.
Yes.
We're taking you through the action here on Mirage. It is Akimbo starting on the attacking half here. Didn't do so great with that on Ancient. But here we go. Fast play in. That nade's going to hurt. Well, it falls out the window. It still hurts, kind of. Van player gone. Fang can't find his headshots. There's one. There's two. There's three.
What?
All right, Fang. Little bit of patience goes a very long way. And now your chances at a bomb plant might be slipping out of the picture. Laxi, though, looking to do some damage. Might just be down to eliminations here. As the brawl is on, the dualies are in play, and it comes down to OG Wizard in the clutch. Both players low. OG and Obi. And OG will be the only to survive.
Wow, that is a crazy round. Look, Akimbo came out, as we expected, balls to the wall, charging into that B site, but Fang, oh my goodness, the precision on those shots. I mean, you guys can see why I've been singing his praises. He's been that good at the ECL level for quite some time now, and unbelievable stuff to give his team the advantage. But you can never count Akimbo out. They're a very scrappy team, very mobile and adaptable in those type of situations, especially when there's lots of fights happening. And they brought it down to a 1v1, but OG Wizard, what a play to close it out and give his team the first. We're going to get a timeout here. I believe this is technical in nature. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it's just a timeout from one of these teams as well. I'm not sure if we're just not seeing it on the HUD, but either way, we are getting some buy-ups through. Just the first round, so Akimbo can certainly strike back. But what Fang did, and you called it out, Mike, is he denied their ability to get a bomb plant, and that's important.
It's huge. It's huge. Also set up that clutch. All right, we're getting the buys, guessing whatever the pause is. Probably just like ping, spikes, the internet. Happens. Someone spilled a drink. Wouldn't know what that's like, John. I've never done it.
Haven't you?
Don't know what you're talking about. I say, looking at the like 4 accumulated mugs on my desk right now.
I think it happened once while we were in broadcast.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ping spike. Ping spike confirmed. PA tech pause. Apparently that's settled down now and should be all good.
All right.
The internet's a funny thing.
It is.
Oh boy. Fang. Apparently not spiking because he's looking to spike their faces straight into the dirt here. Support above. Very aggressive coming out from Fang. Now he's in a little bit of a compromised position, but still wants to brawl. Smoke into the underpass. Give him a little cover, but this is the risk. Now there's a gun exposed, and you don't want to be giving those over. Another one dropped in towards window. These guys are dangerous on the Deagles, man. You do not want to give them too many shots at it. Obi's low. 4 HP. Viz. Good anticipation for where they're coming from. There's that shot. OB gone. Little adjustment from Viz, and he will keep it oh so very fine for Party Astronauts.
And he gets a 4K in that round, right? 2-0 for PA. Fang gets the opener. I think overall it went pretty well for Fang. The only thing maybe that I don't like too much is that that's the only M4 in the round up close and personal against Akimbo. So once they get the frag, they get the M4 upgrade. It doesn't really matter in the end because Viz's positioning is just too strong outside the T apartments, but still it could have been a problem. So we'll see if they tighten that up as time goes on, but they do of course have that 2-0 lead. So it's not that big of a deal. Now into this one, 4 A1Ss and the MP9 purchased up. Obi and Laxi already have this space gained towards mid. Viz gets connected on for a little bit of damage, but he fades away. A lot of presence right around connector, jungle, and mid in general. But Akimbo, for the time being, are going to wait for just a moment before they charge out, Mike. Oh, nice frag from Viz.
Gets the one, but he's in a bad spot. Trade it out, though. Oh, they want to get frisky on this mid-con fight. Everybody's here for the CT side. Pretty committed from Akimbo as well. That bomb's top mid, so if they can crunch these mid players, there's just not much that can be done. Drop the underpass player. N2O can't fall here. Chill in a chair, but 50 seconds on the clock eventually is going to have to be the player to retrieve the bomb, because look at how far out Cameron's going. Solo mission here entirely. Actually, that Molotov kind of gives Ben lead away. Cameron might have totally overlooked the bench position had that not happened. N2O is finally going to go back for the C4, but in the meanwhile, Cameron's continuing to stack bodies. So does N2O try and link up with him? Seems to be the case. 20 seconds is going to be committed now. There's just not enough time to get back through. Certainly the defense, they're ready. A little bit of space created by that smoke, but a bomb plant should be viable, should be workable. They're going to try and deny. Cameron continues to drop bodies. Now it's not about denying the plant. It's about the round, and Cameron has done it all himself. The one-man wrecking crew.
That is actually ridiculous when you consider the circumstances there, right? A 4v2. Looked like the party astronauts were in full control. Ben throws the incendiary. I don't necessarily fault him for it, you know, because he doesn't know the positioning of Cameron and how far forward he is. And in fact, Cameron can't retreat back into the apartment, so it was kind of a favorable peak for Ben Leet, just that he loses the fight immediately, and then Cameron pops off for the remaining 3 frags, so all 4 go his way. Party astronauts could never really recover, and I'm surprised they didn't have the wherewithal to go towards market window in that instance, realizing, okay, the bomb has been planted yet. Maybe the bomb is lagging behind. So, you know, perhaps we should watch and see if we can cut it off, but that doesn't happen either. And, well, Akimbo, through the will of Cameron, win their first round.
It's a massive one. We saw him put together rounds for the team pretty much solo as well on Ancient. Putting in some serious work here. He's the odd man out, right?
Yeah.
The player you wouldn't expect here. Oh, missed Molotov from Cameron as we're singing his praises. And meanwhile, he's losing teammates. Top mid players are gone. Molotov will bottle them in. Fang's got control of the bomb. And Viz, meanwhile, finds N2O. So this one's falling apart as quickly as the last came together. I need some more Cameron heroics, and now indeed he is the only one, and this time it's all Fang.
Well, getting beaten at their own game, Akimbo. As party astronauts just charging out immediately at the beginning of that round, gaining all the space, winning every single fight as well. And then you have Akimbo kind of bottled up in the apartment saying, well, what do we do? Cameron missed the Molotov as well, which kind of contributed to the issues they had in those apartments. And as they try to retreat, there's just party astronauts waiting at every single turn. 3-1 for PA. I mean, Akimbo get their round victory isolated, which kind of was the story on Ancient that second half. They didn't get 2 round victories in a row, and they still have not all the way over here on Mirage. Pistols are out for them, and, well, the same result as that previous round. Everyone is falling, and if they're not dead, they are on life support.
Beep. 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 It's the medical drama, life support running out, you know. Cameron, though, let's see. He got the defibrillator again. This time, less likely. Truly nothing.
Yeah, this is... No. No shot.
No shot. So 5 players surviving. You like that if you're PA. Now you truly get to think, that one round was just an aberration. This is fine. We just didn't want to 12-0 them this half. But the domination is back on the table.
Yeah. And Akimbo, they need to find their mojo again at this point, because it's not looking too great. 3 AKs and 2 Galils. They haven't really gone A at all, so that's going to change here. 4 players in that direction, 1 lurking around mid.
They don't have the util for this. They don't have smokes.
They don't. It's weird. They're just playing contact.
You're gonna A-take with no smokes? Good luck, fellas. I mean, look, if you just shoot them all in the head, you don't need smokes. That is a big if. Oh, and the kills are stacking up massively for the party astronauts. So you see one of the lessons that every Counter-Strike player learns. It is very hard to take a Mirage with no smoke.
Nigh impossible in these types of rounds. I mean, look, you got to have an XQ going there if you're Akimbo. Yes, they did it on Ancient towards the B site with no utility, but that's Ancient B site, an entirely different story.
Yeah.
There's just too much open space that you have to walk into towards A, whether you're coming from Palace, Connector, or Ramp, you need some cover. And they had none of it. So the party astronauts, they just feasted, and they're up to 5.
Look at this investment. Okay, so loss bonus is stacked. That's not the concern, but you're still going pretty deep in to make sure that you've all got upgraded pistols. You got a MAC 10 on Laxi, and you still don't have great utils. So they're coming barreling up Con. Fang, gonna check the first. The second as well. Down he goes, but there's the third. Nade up top. Oh, player spotted through the awning. That's all onto Laxi. Gun found. No control of the bomb. Not a prayer of getting close. And Viz on the angle. Okay, whiffs a grenade, sure. Maybe that gives a chance. Audio cue giving up. Walker should have this. Yeah. Yup, straight into the temple goes the bullet. And there is just nothing doing again. And now we see that loss bonus means that they're going to be able to get money in here. But I just don't... I'm not seeing the full plan. I'm seeing concepts of a plan, John. But I'm not seeing the checklist beyond. It's like you've written out the first step, and if that works brilliantly, great. But steps 2 to 3, a little blurry.
Yeah.
Step 5 is apparently profit, but it's hard to get to step 5.
Yeah, you got to get the other 3 before that. And honestly, look, Akimbo, they're one-dimensional. We already kind of talked about it before, and they want to just take fights. They have to get their rhythm going, I would say, in pretty much every map that they play. And if they don't find that, I mean, they already found that one round, but if they don't find that consistent success a couple of rounds in a row, that momentum can't build up. And as you mentioned earlier, Mike, they're a momentum-based team.
Oh, Ben's going to go all the way into spawn, and guess what's in spawn, John?
Bomb.
A little square of C4. Maybe Cameron catches somebody off guard. Cameron's full stomping to go back for it. Oh, no. Now he's dead to Ben Lee. Yep. Now that's full bomb control. Even with this damage that's being done, it's just not going to matter too much. Fang doesn't have to fight this.
Ben doesn't go to bomb.
Oh, my goodness. Ben goes back to it. He didn't see the bomb. He came back for that fight, and it still works out because now you've got a wounded N2O in a 1v2. But they have no idea. They don't realize. He didn't read the fact that Cameron was coming back loud meant that the bomb was back here. Now they're putting it together. Woo! Woo! He's just missed. He's just missed it. He's just missed it. Oh, this could work out beautifully for N2O. They don't know. They have totally misread this positioning. Bentley keeps going back, checking, but it's all just about the timing here. 25 seconds. 25 seconds. The thing is, Fang's close at hand. So even though he gets this kill, does N2O anticipate that Fang's on the angle? Because Fang's on the angle. Oh, he gets past. He gets past. Oh, Fang pulls off. They're both low. It's all about the clock here. Fang's toying with him, knowing that he has to plant that bomb. Molotov might just have won this. And N2O, it's desperation here, but the box spam would be enough. Fang walks up on him. Does N2O realize he's gotten out that wide? He does indeed, but Fang's got the shot. 16 and 5 for young Fangathan. He's good, jacking up these kills.
I mean, look, he's a fragger, right? These are the types of games where he can really thrive against a team that likes to take fights. He's like, all right, I do too, and I will kill you more than you'll get me. Unbelievable numbers that he's putting up. Unfortunately for Zai, none. 0 is the amount of frags that he's found so far here. He was very effective in that first half on Ancient, but since then, he's kind of fallen silent, in this case, completely. So they're going to hope that he can get things going. The rest of the squad still not putting up great numbers either, and down 7-1, it's kind of what you would expect. In that one, it felt like maybe they could come back and get it, especially with the positioning that I believe it was N2O or Obi that were able to get that space right going back towards that A site. But Fang just a little bit stronger. taking that fight. Zai and the rest of Akimbo are going to take this mid control. They have slowed down the pace a little bit, but I mean, it's very rare to see them going for an execute with under 1 minute left. And again, I think that's going to be a similar story here because Cameron's already into
fade.
window. Fang is watching this too.
He is. If Cameron can get the smoke fade kill here, something's brewing. But Fang has just been so dang good, right? You just don't want to bet against him. He's been so dang good right now here on Mirage. OG Wizard strikes first. Zai has been having a real tough go of it. Fang spots, but Cameron gets the best of him. So now you got a bit of positioning. This pulls OG Wizard back. Can't be comfortable. Oh, that would have been a massive kill. Could have delayed the bomb. But as it is now, Akimbo have a path to a bomb plan. We got a very uncomfortable OG Wizard. A little odd that Cameron's gone all the way through B, but it's not going to be expected. And indeed, he catches the kill on Cat. OG Wizard. This doesn't even really know how best to get to help him. Because there's a player on B. It's not what you expect. But this could still work. Viz late in towards mid. Does he catch Cameron? He does indeed, but OG Wizard loss means that this should be settled business. There's just not enough clock for it, but he'll give it a try. Viz springing out. Gets the first. Laxi can't give this up. Nade to harass.
Get this.
Flashbang to cross. Here comes the stick. Oh, but Laxi hits that first bullet on the spray to at least confirm a second round for Akimbo.
Oh, what a dirty lineup from Laxi. Knew exactly where that bomb was planted. Smoke or not, headshot found. And finally, somehow, some way, Akimbo have gotten a second round for themselves. It was very brawly. OG Wizard made it a lot closer as he found that second frag with the op through the fire and the flames. But at the end of it, Akimbo do hang on to get on the board once more, but will they be isolated as they've been over their last 4-round victories, or can they finally crack through and get 2 in a row? Well, I'll answer that question very, very shortly in the next minute and 40 seconds, of course. Laxi is going to be coming out here towards mid. Ben, the nade, is it going to connect? It does for a little bit of damage. Fang gets the opener again, and then OG Wizard spots N2O. They can't catch a break in Akimbo. 5v2.
Oh, you finally get something going. You finally get some juice. But of course, it's that one player surviving. You've got no banked build. And then PA come out in the next round and kick your teeth in. Oh, man, this one's just become painful.
Yeah.
It's a shame, right? Because Ancient started with that back and forth affair. It's such exciting moments for Akimbo. We know how dynamic these players can be. And they make you want to root for them because they're so exciting to watch. But then when they come up against challenges, they don't seem to be able to overcome. Zai gets on the board. Finally gets on the board. 10 rounds in. Yeah. Maybe that changes their fortune. Was a strong contributor on Ancient. They could really use that again here on Mirage. Cameron around the corner.
Yeah.
Player in Palace. So even if they deal with Viz under the balk, even if they deal with this, they still have to worry about Walco. And they won't likely be expecting a second player to come from this side of the map. There's a clear up on Viz. But yeah, you can see it. Zai has no idea. There's one, there's two, and that's the end of that. Beautiful setup from Walco.
I mean, how could you even expect that, right? You know, there's a player under balcony. Usually that's the one that's playing Palace as well. And I mean, Walco waiting in the shadows, strikes, and that's it. I mean, both players down. There's nothing they could do at all. Timeout going to be called by Akimbo. They want to talk things over, and as they should, because the party astronauts have got their number. 2 rounds left in this first half of play here on Mirage, but you know, we go all the way back to Ancient. It was a 13-2 run there for the party astronauts, and it's just continued on forward here now, a 21-4 run. All right, timeout's expired. Akimbo have talked things over. They've decided on investing a little bit into this round with that full loss bonus, which makes sense. They'll have a full buy in the next one. They do have an AK in the mix, a MAC-10 as well. The rest are the pistols. We've seen Akimbo pull off rounds like these
Oh
before.
boy.
Fang, though, continues to get right into their
Oh
faces, right? That's
boy.
another opener for him. OG
Yeah.
Wizard with the follow-up. Fang, it's all party astronauts here. And 2-0's gone. Wow.
This is full confidence play from
Yeah.
Fang at this point. He's saying, all right, you want to play frisky? I can play frisky. Just straight up in their face, ego peeking, destroying them with that first bullet. I mean, really beautiful bit of individual play here from Fang. And the whole team's coming along with him, right? Because when you make that kind of dive and you say, hey, look, I'm going to do something kind of nuts here. Or, I mean, the call sometimes is, I'm going to do something dumb. It's like everybody has to follow you into the breach. Everyone has to make that one work. And that's beautiful. The jump down underpass, the play in towards mid. You just can't get started if you're Akimbo.
No.
Whatever you were talking about going into this round, whatever the thought was in your mind, it's wiped clean. $163.
It's crazy. Not to mention he had 123, 128, something like that on map number 1. I mean, he's been on fire.
Unreal stretch of form here right now for Fang. Okay, so we got the one player coming in from mid. Fang's holding for it. And 2-0's just going to walk through the smoke and hope to catch its timing. That's a hope and a prayer that will go unanswered. Instead, it is only Fang to rain down death and send us to the half. And we're back, coming into the second half here on Mirage. It was dominance in the first from the party astronauts, and dominance in particular from one young Fang. Viz coming along for the party. We'll see if they can get much of the same done in the second half. Bouncing around in towards mid to avoid the headshots. And they are going straight up catwalk. They are not slowing down for no one. But Zai might just make them. Okay, here we go. Second half Zai. CT Zai back on in. And this is a shutdown of a pistol for Akimbo.
Yeah, he just needed to get back on CT side. You're right, Mike. I mean, that's where he found the success on Ancient. And there you go. Akimbo going to get a third. Again, though, one problem they've had, at least they didn't have the bomb plant, so it seems unlikely that they will not get 2 in a row, but they haven't gotten 2 in a row since the first half of Ancient when they had their 6-round run. So it's been a while. Party Astronauts not buying up anything here will likely mean that streak will end. We'll see. Who knows? Glocks have done damage before. There is a P250 in the mix in Fang's hands, but yeah, probably not. Speaking of Fang, 22 frags here over 12 rounds. Well, now 13 rounds, but he's almost matched his total over 21 rounds in the previous map of 26. So he is on a tear.
Surely they don't Glock them. Okay, hold on. We're getting a run boost in towards mid. N2O's back turn, but there's 3 players here. All right, there's the poke. Had to disassemble the run. N2O died immediately. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, all right. Sanity has been restored. Not like this. You couldn't do it like this, Party Astronauts. Still, 2 players dead there off of full Glocks is not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was a P250 in the mix as well, but still, technically full Glocks. And yeah, I agree with you. A couple of players fall. It could have easily started swinging the other way.
I got nervous.
I did as well. I thought it was actually going to happen there. And I appreciate that the Party Astronauts went out with an execute there, right? They had a plan with those Glocks as opposed to a lot of teams that might just throw the bodies over towards the rifles. No, there was some thought that went into that one. So yeah, Party Astronauts at least make it a little bit expensive, and now they will have the guns up. 4 AKs and the Galil. First body down. Laxi is dropping 2 here. 5v3. They continue to peek around mid, and I mean, Akimbo, they love to take fights. OG Wizard gets 1, but then he gets finished off by the nade.
Viz still out? Okay, blindsided. Trying to make a solo clear, and Obi's not going to allow that, so it all falls to Ben. But here's the moments when the Ben fades and the leap comes out. His teammates are dead. It means all of his neurons are now firing, focused on his own crosshair. Gears churning, turning, burning. Smoke coming out his ears. Let's see if Ben Lee can stack this one together. The crossfire he'll have to break. Con player first contact, but actually Zai's gone too far back off this. He won't be able to play off of his teammate. There's the spot. There's the shot. Not quite the connection. And Laxi indeed does put him down.
Okay. Look, I mean, PA are trying to keep up this high tempo play, but eventually Akimbo are going to say, okay, let's keep going in this direction. We like this style.
We
of play.
saw it on the first half of Ancient, didn't we? Where
Yes,
PA were
we
trying to
did.
play
Yes,
super
we
quick
did.
in rounds, and that is where Akimbo thrives.
Yeah, especially when they're on their CT side, because CT side, they're not going to sit back on their laurels. They're going to push up and get in your face. And I mean, look, timeout going to be called by PA, obviously realizing, okay, this isn't working. We need to adapt. This is the same story as on Ancient when we started our T side. And there, once we did slow things down, get more into our set pieces, that's when success was found. So we'll see if they are able to realize that here earlier on. Right now, it could be a half buy that comes through given the money they have, and it absolutely will be. Tech 9s in the mix, couple of P250s, and OG Wizard going to save for the AWP, so just with the Glock and a bit of util. Yeah, this one could quickly turn around. I mean, Akimbo, as we've seen, you know, they take that mid control exceptionally aggressively, and I don't know if it's in PA's best interest to keep taking those fights.
This is looking like an A exec. Here comes the util. And it is, to be fair, not well defended. This is a problem here. Akimbo's been pushed completely off. This should be a bomb plant. They just need to cross pretty early. Obi trying a little bit of a prayer. Walco actually trying to work his way into that smoke. That was a position already occupied. They do get the bomb down, though, John. But
Yeah.
holy cow, a flurry of kills. A teammate back the other way.
Yeah, ooh, a little bit of a
Okay,
love tap there as
hold
well.
on.
Okay, lots of love taps or anger. I don't know. This is probably just having
Joy.
fun, though. I'd imagine joy. Yes.
Joy.
Either way, one thing that is a risk, right, when you go for a lot of that mid aggression is you leave a bomb site open, usually the A site. And I mean, Party Astronauts caught on to that. They get on there, a couple of nice flashbangs thrown towards jungle and con, then the smoke as well. And it's enough to get a bomb plant, but I'm just surprised PA don't get anything in terms of frags after that foray of utility and the positioning that they had. Either way, the bomb plant is what they wanted. They build up their economy nicely, and this buy-up will be a lot more comfortable as a result. But they need to start getting frags onto the board because Akimbo have come out of the gates here on their CT side and been exceptionally dominant so far.
Opener there for N2O, getting aggressive. We really haven't seen much of that from N2O with the AWP. An extra dimension here on Mirage. And PA, again, a man down.
They can't seem to find that space, that opener. It's just everywhere they go, they slow it down. They get fragged first. They go fast. They get their faces planted into the ground.
This is good now. You've got that deep
Yeah.
smoke in. You got pressure on. You can get a player up in towards the window. They're still going to need some sort of an opener because if you look at it right now, Akimbo are playing full contain, right? You've got Laxi in the window. And they need to get through before all these smokes fade on Catwalk. Good spacing so far. Good Molotov here to keep N2O off this peak. Unscopes at the wrong moment. And now Laxi drops. Now they've got the window control. Now the A defense is under pressure. Cameron gone. It falls to Obi, who's out in the open. Stairs player spots, and there's the kill. This is well handled from the Party Astronauts. Well put together. Comprehensive. And they're going to want to go for it. Sai with one. N2O is basically neutered, though. Can't risk going through the murder hole. Connected. He doesn't know, but it connected. That'll put Walco on notice. Tell you what.
Are they still going for this?
They were always going for it. They were never not going for it. That is not how this team functions. And it is getting expensive, to be fair, but at the end of the day, it will be one team left standing. That team, the Party Astronauts.
Yeah, Viz didn't actually
Minus
save the
Viz.
AWP. Yeah, I thought he was going to, but no, that just at the very last moment, the bomb explodes right before the next round starts. So no AWP saved over.
I
but
do
the
like
Party
that
Astronauts-
he did the vintage look at the bomb.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I know it did at one point.
It did,
It has
yes.
not in a long time. I don't believe made any
No,
difference
it's-
to how much damage.
I think we're going back a very long ways to when that actually made a difference. But yeah. Well, Party Astronauts do get the 11th. I love the way they played. I mean, I want to highlight as well, Mike, clinical usage of utility. They slowed down the pace. They gained the positioning up towards mid. A couple of Molotovs, maybe even 3 thrown towards Cat that really upset the apple cart, left N2O kind of on an island, and the rest of his squad was stormed in upon towards that A site. Walco throwing a great supportive flash as Viz peeked around that corner. And I mean, look, that was just beautifully done by PA, and that's what led them to success on Ancient, was just those nicely thought out and executed set pieces. And we're going to see if we're going to get another one of that here. And it appears like it. Like they've gained this mid control. They might go a little bit faster. Fang over the top of the smoke. Obi managed to slip away, but they have to expect it. Noise being made now. There's the smoke pop. Aqua gets one. Fang gets the second. There you go. A has been cracked right open.
Yeah, it was a double take situation, but you get the kill. That's all that matters. And now, I mean, look at the money for Akimbo. Are they going to risk it all here? Cameron's gone. 2 players surviving. You're going to risk it all here? They're going to risk it all here. Why not? Okay, well, then maybe that's why not. Find the barrel of OG Wizard's gun, and it falls to one man. One man against the world. And the world is coming fast. Now you got sticks and stones and bits of gum from under your chair with which to try and hold Party Astronauts off from their second win of this young ECL season. MP9s and Deagles. That's what they're going with.
That's all they can go with, Mike. I mean, look, money's run out. Let's see if the MP9s are enough. You need to play some close angles here, or either be patient or take the fight to the tees. It looks like, well, usually Akimbo would be taking that fight, but this time they might be a little more patient. Nade gets tossed out towards mid. The smokes are bottling them in. So they will fall back to the comfort of the site. Viz flying around this corner. Can he catch the player? He can't, but Ben will find Zai as he's pushing up and prevents him from falling. That's towards Cat. Viz gets the flank onto N2O, who's distracted by Ben. It is all PA all the time.
And all the way through. It falls to Laxi. Laxi, not long for this world. That is utter domination. Bits and bursts from Akimbo across both maps. Little strings where we start to believe that they might have something going. But Party Astronauts never leave any doubt about who the dominant team was here.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Fang is